Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks to get out of Platinum in Chapter 6. So Platinum is one of the hardest ranks to get out of since it is the gateway to the high ranks like Diamond, Elite, Champion, and Unreal. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. By the way, this is my Diamond 2 rank up game that you're watching in the background, which I will be analyzing. But if I can do these tips and tricks in Diamond, then you can definitely do them if you're still in Platinum. So, starting off spawn, I'm single contested by one person, and his drop is lower than mine, so I use the little smokestack here to get down as fast as I can. I notice that he's in front of me, and he already is about to open the chest, so he drops down on me after opening the chest. We both have Veiled Precision SMGs, which are very good close range, but thankfully I just win the 50-50, and now I'm uncontested off spawn. In Platinum and Diamond, getting one kill almost guarantees that you'll be going up in rank, so always try to get one off spawn if you can. But anyways, let's move on to the mid game since it is definitely more important. So after getting all my loot, I rotate over to Mass Meadow to try to find a fight, and I end up trying to third party these two kids. I'm kind of just watching the fight here and seeing if I have a chance to sneak up and take a free kill. If you guys watched my last video, you know that I recommend third partying since it is so free. As you can see, I'm kind of just crouching up here, and these kids have no clue what's going on, so I'm about to get the jump on them. As you can see, third partying literally gives you the freest kills. That kid was 1 HP and he was like the freest kill. If you can't kill him there, then honestly just quit Fortnite. It's for the better, go get a job. So as I arrive on the island, the boss is already quite low on HP, but I'm kind of just going to chill here for a while, wait for someone to finish up the fight so I can third party that. So now's the perfect time to talk about how you should be playing mid game if you're a different type of player. So if you're more aggressive, you want to play mid game, basically just looking for anyone you can. Try to get the opening damage, because most people in Platinum can't really build, so if you get opening damage, it's probably going to be a crack, 150 damage, and it should be a pretty easy fight to finish up. And if you're a more passive player, I would suggest still looking for tags, but going for long range ones, because getting assists will help you rank up as well, even if you don't get the finish. If someone else gets your finish and you get the assist, you still go up, but not as much. So if you could look for long range tags with the Hollow Twister AR, since it is so broken this season, then try to do that. It'll help you rank up faster. Anyways, the boss notices me hiding behind this rock, and he starts shooting at me. So everyone else on these islands knows that I'm here, so I decide to start shooting at the boss, see if I can kill it before anyone tries to third party. Sadly, I don't kill it in time, and I see someone gliding over to me, so I try to get some opening damage on him to make him back off a little bit. Honestly, I don't know what that guy was thinking since he knew I was in this area and he still decided to go walk over here. But anyways, we'll take the free kill as well. And now that I've killed the boss, someone else tries to push over, but thankfully he doesn't really fight for the loot. Now, having the best loot in the game, it's already 6 zone, which is first half and half. So I'm using the island here to rotate most of the way, and since I have the invisibility medallion paired with the Typhoon Blade, these rotates will be pretty easy. And this is a great time to talk about how you should be rotating in endgames. So in 6 zone, which is first half and half, you always want to be trying to go as deep as you can, just in case it pulls far. You can just sit and hold literally every single other person.
Oh shoot, that's an AI.
After full trolling and mistaking an AI for an actual player, I decide to just disengage and keep rotating over to the top of this mountain, since it's going to give me the best rotate going into next zone. By the way, since this area of the map is so close to my original drop spot, I know that there's a launch pad here that I can use to get into 7th zone. I take my time in the air and scout out a good spot to land in 7th zone, making sure I go as deep as possible and as high as possible. And since everyone else is shooting at each other, they don't even look up at me in the air. However, later into 7th zone, I decide to make a rotate again up the hill since I don't want anyone to take height from me. And sadly, I do get shot up a little bit on this rotate, even though I do have the medallion. So now that I'm on height, I'm kind of just scouting around, trying to see if there's anyone else. And I do notice this guy above me on brick, so I do pressure him a little bit. And since he is above me, I do have to calm down a little, and I can't look for tags on people rotating, since that guy's going to be me if I do. Anyways, now that 8th zone is pulled, you can kind of see why it's very important to rotate in as deep as you can. Since now I can hold all the kids backside, and I've pulled zone, so I can rotate whenever I want to, really. So, starting off in 8th zone here, I'm pretty sure I already told you guys I'm on front side, so I kind of just want to rotate early, since I do have the Typhoon Blade and not the Void Oni mask. And once I'm boxed up here, I'm going to be on high ground, because as you can see, the zone kind of pulls like on a hill, so whoever's on backside in 8th zone is actually going to be the highest person going into 9th zone. So if it pulls back, I'm playing the chance that it will. I will be the highest one up, and it should be a pretty free high ground. So anyways, I'm kind of just in my box, pressuring people, trying to look for any free tags on anyone who's rotating in late. Sadly, zone did not pull back onto the mountain, and I'm backside now, but since I have the Typhoon Blade, if you jump and then use the wind dash while you're in midair, so basically you click jump and then you click jump again, it's very easy to gain a lot of distance very quickly. Like look what I do there. That's what I usually do to rotate with the Typhoon Blade. I think that's the best way to use it since it is very hard to hit you with it and you do go pretty fast. Anyways, now that I'm on front side, it's just a task of looking back, seeing if there's anyone that I could tag, maybe pick up a free kill. I do see someone's Void Oni mask teleport thing, so I'm kind of just waiting to see if he comes. I don't even notice the guy who's walking right next to me. I should be more aware of that. Thankfully, I do notice in time since he sprays my wall and does not hit a single bullet. I hit this guy white, so I decided to try to pressure him a little bit, see if I could pick up a free kill. But now I'm backside again, and I have to rotate. So yeah, now I'm just going to repeat the process, get in a box, and see if there's anyone backside that I could pressure. Me and this guy try to lobby focus this guy. It doesn't really work. And now I'm backside again. I have to rotate. And I'm basically just going to do the same thing over and over again. And this is where things are going to start getting interesting because it pulls back to the island. This is very rare. It doesn't happen often. So this is going to be a really weird endgame because of that. I do refarm a tree for extra builds, so I make an extra box using the spare builds. So now this guy is spraying me, but he's not spraying me because he needs a kill. He's just spraying because he sees wood, and that's what Fortnite players do. Anyways, now I have to rotate, and I have to make a choice of whether I want to go up to island or stay down low. And I do end up choosing to go up to island, since it's very hard to hit you while you're in the air. And everyone else has thought the same thing, because I'm pretty sure the entire lobby was up in the air. As you can see, there are 3 gliders besides me, and there's only 4 people left. So every single person was up there for a moment. But now I notice that, I kind of decided to go back down, see if I can shoot anyone as they come back down. And I see this guy rotating. He's kind of swinging around, trying to dodge me. I won the 50-50, but now I'm low HP, and I only have minis as heals. Anyways, I noticed that zone is pulling back towards Masked Meadows, and POIs often have some spare loot in them, so I decided to enter the POIs just to see if I can find a medkit or some other healing. Not gonna lie though, I did take some very unnecessary ticks while I was rotating. Me using the Typhoon Blade into Storm here is just one example. Took a very unnecessary tick, and if that guy pressured me right now, I definitely would have died. I was only at 70 HP. And I see a medkit just lying around, which is amazing, and I do see slurp barrels as well, which I tried to go back to pop for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I just lost 30 HP for it. I do not understand in hindsight. But I thought this was a good idea at the time. So yeah, anyways, now I'm back in zone, slightly more healed. And I'm just kind of waiting for this guy to come down to fight me at this point. By the way, I did play this final 1v1 really terribly. I was taking so many unnecessary ticks. I don't know why I went up to island here. But anyways, if you are in a final 1v1 in this situation or something similar, I would suggest staying low and using my builds, or using your builds, since I had 700 builds here that I didn't use. and this guy was on metal, so he probably had almost no builds left. And now that I've taken literally every single tick possible, I've died to fall damage, and that's how the game ends.
No, bro, my Typhoon Blade didn't work right.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you would like and subscribe, that would be massive. And you know what else is massive?